here and it's making me laugh. Hit the minute thing. Keeping this down so chat stays. If people are too crazy, I'll switch to my computer, but I'm working on my computer. Now we're live on YouTube. Woo-hoo. I'm cold. I'm putting on my man's jacket because he gave it to me. And I love wearing his jacket. Somebody comes in and just hears me talking about how I'm wearing his jacket. That'll be funny. I'm actually gonna go to the YouTube. Make sure chat is on. Then create a poll. Yay, chat's on. There we go. Let's see who will pop in and say hi. Don't worry, I'm not a weirdo. Well, let me rephrase. I am a weirdo, just not in that way. I am zipping up this jacket. And I'm gonna create a party. A party. Hi, Jane. What are you doing up at 1 in the morning? Maybe 2 or 3. Well, I remember if it were around... I'm doing something in my head. I won't share your time. Between 1 and 3 in the morning, I think. 3 actually? Wow. What are you doing up? Hi, I'm going to create a poll. Are you from the USA? Yes, no, Star Pro. I don't know where else to do. Hi, thanks for subbing. Hello. I see 10 people are watching. Hi, everyone. You're a big fan of me. Thank you. What's the difference from the United States or not? Nothing, really. It makes as much difference to me as if you prefer pineapple on pizza or not. Thank you, everybody. Man notification is saying that I act black. This is how I act most of the time. Thank you for subbing. I don't really know cars that well. A 2020 Chevy Equinox. Hi, thank you for the compliment. It took me a while to come up with a car. The only reason my hair is down right now is because chat will go away if my hair is up. which is weird. Well, Native American from the United States. Well, technically, nobody has any claim to any land because we all originated from some form. Like, it really doesn't matter your ethnicity, if I'm being honest. Because I'm an American citizen. That car for real. Yeah, I know, boring. I could go with an even worse car. Go with the Honda Civic. It looks even worse. I don't really know cars that well. If you want to get a nice one, my brain is only going into video game cars. Yeah. I know. I don't know cars that well, if I'm being honest. Okay. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you. I know that's really weird. I'll keep an eye out for being tagged. Thank you. Okay. I don't think that they are inspiration to someone. Take inspiration from me. Oh no, says other things. Okay. See life count. Thank you. So the thing I'm noticing, I'm gonna challenge ban notification. What exactly am I doing that's acting black? I'm just wondering. You're gonna ban me for cultural appropriation. What am I doing that's acting black? Jane has been following me for at least 5 months, if I remember correctly, like 5 to 6 months. And she knows this is how I act when I'm tired. We all see it. Actually, nobody else does. If I'm being honest. Nobody else does. Is it because I have a black jacket on? Is that what you're considering acting black? I have no clue what you're talking about, ban notification. I think you're just trolling, if I'm being honest. You're not giving any specific examples on how I'm acting black. You're just saying, oh, you're just doing it. So, I think you're just trolling. If you can't provide an example, you're just trolling. If you can provide an example, we can go from there. Believe you're from... Wait, what? Are you talking to me, Palace Guard? Follow the conversation here. Tell me how I'm doing that. Please, ban notification. Tell me how I am acting black. I'm putting my hair up. I didn't say the N-word. I said notification. Yeah, band notification is accusing me for acting black, but when I'm asking for specific examples, no specific examples. Or the partially deaf, my bad. I'm deaf too! Sorry, I get excited. I wear hearing aids in both ears. So that's interesting. Also, band notification, you're getting on a deaf person's case, so I can report you for going after somebody with a disability. I'm kidding. Hi, Claire. I do have some Native American in my ancestry. Believe it or not, I have a little bit of everything. So, technically, I have just as much. So technically, I do have a claim here. Yeah, I don't know every little thing. I know there's Indian, Native American, Romanian, Spain, bunch of everything, really. Jane, if band notification says one more thing about me acting black without citing a specific example, then we could just block them. And band notification, that is your warning. If you say one more thing about me acting black. Ooh, that's a sense of bullying. The palace guards, she was just saying that only you and one other person was getting offended. Bullying is when somebody repeatedly targets a single person and puts them down. As somebody who was a victim to mild bullying, she is not bullying you by singling you out. No, no, no. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just gonna call you PB. I don't want to say the actual thing because I feel like a toddler saying it, even though I act like a toddler sometimes. I'm not stating something that I noticed. You haven't told me how I act black. I know my name is weird. That's okay. How am I bullying you? I gave you compliments. I never said you were bullying me. Interesting people these days. Thank you for subbing, the 2 people who subbed just now. So, I have Vanessa still, and there's a lot of people here. How are you guys doing today? Everything okay? I just saw your thing. Yeah. I'm glad. Oh, you should see me when we play Quiplash and we have a bunch of random people in there, so sound like really funny. Where you roll your R's. I live in Ohio, so this is considered an Ohioan accent, and I am a woman who was taught how to do proper speech and debate, and we were taught to use hand motions to indicate our point. When you laugh, well, good thing I laugh a lot then. Cultural appropriation would probably be if I did, let me double check and make sure, because I'm pretty sure it would be like, braids are not cultural appropriation. Braids are braids. There's different types of braids, but braids are braids. But like cultural appropriation would be if I were to talk like this and have a little bit of sash. And if I do some little black accent, that would be cultural appropriation. Like if I were trying to talk like that. But no, I'm just speaking like I normally do with some energy, some caffeine, and thinking about 10 million things at once. Accents, changes or speech of person are not considered cultural appropriation. I do think it's one thing if it's like your natural accent. It's another thing if you're doing what Kamala did and intentionally mimic the accent of another. Like that's a little different. Like you try to mimic the accent in order to be part of the group, that sort of thing. Like that's what I'm talking about. What is considered a cultural appropriation? The specific definition is, I'm gonna click on a research it, get the actual definition, not just my understanding of it. Define cultural appropriation: the acknowledged or inappropriate adoptions of the customs, practices, ideas, etc. of one people or society by members of another, and typically more dominant people or society. We all appropriate ancient Hebrew culture. Interesting. Hello! Glad to see the chat has stayed. Is my bag up here? It is. Let me grab something real quick. Okay, so 48 votes, 17%. 16%. So 8 people so far are not from the United States. Interesting. Jesus' name in English is Joshua. That's interesting. I know that's like one of the translations. So I was talking to one of my coworkers today about an idea I have for my business. And the idea I had for my business was wearing perfume. Hey, ban notification, you're culturally appropriating a language by speaking English. I'm kidding. Sorry. If you're really getting offended by how I speak, and you can obviously like this see that this is just my natural way of speaking, and this is like how I naturally speak, then lighten up, respectfully. How dare you speak English? How are you? I'm having a joyous time laughing at a fan notification. Yeah, I've learned it's better to laugh than to be sad. Cultural appropriation is, quote, the adoption of an element or elements of one culture or identity by members of another culture or identity in a manner perceived as inappropriate or unacknowledged. This can be especially controversial when members of a dominant culture appropriate from minority cultures. This is not an adoption of how I speak. This is not me adopting elements from another culture. As Jane can testify, who she has been following me for a while, this is how I speak. A little weirdly, a little funny, and lots of humor. Yes, how dare I? Actually, did you know that nail polish is... Let me be right back. I have the book. I'm going to give you some nail polish history, and I'm going to tell you how Black culture actually has stolen nail polish. Yes, we are going to do some nail research, because believe it or not, I'm in nail tech school. I study nails. So, they have an entire chapter. Okay, I'm actually going to share some nerdy things about nails because I love nails. So, let's read some nail history. Started in ancient Babylonia, not black. Back in 3200 BC, by doing lavish solid gold nail care implements to the hand and feet. Prior to major battles, ancient Babylonian warriors manicured their nails and darkened them with coal. Then in Egypt, Queen I'm not going to say this name. One of the queens from 1400 BC used a henna paste to stain her fingertips a deep red, while Queen Cleopatra used henna to stain her nails a rust red hue. I'm going to show you why I won't speak it, because I can see some people editing it out of context. This name right there. Yeah, I am not going to say that. Hi, boys, I'm just scrolling YouTube shorts. Hi, we're doing some nail history stuff. Then we have ancient China. They rubbed a tinted mixture of gum arabic, gelatin, beeswax, and egg whites onto their nails to turn them crimson or ebony. Gold and silver nails were worn by the royal family members only. And Chinese decorated nail guards were used as early as the Han Dynasty by royalty to protect their long nails and symbolize their wealth. Yeah, I don't discriminate based on country. I believe that, just in general, unless you do something wrong, you shouldn't be judged for other people's stuff. there are some things I question when it comes to other countries, so, like their leadership and stuff. Anyways, ancient Greece. During the Golden Age, mistresses of wealthy patrons used yellow flower petals, pollen, and potassium salt to create a pale nail color to signify innocence, superior social status, and certain desirability. And then they would also wear matching red colors to their lips and nails when preparing for battle. Yeah, that ain't good. I don't really, I probably should, but I have a hard time focusing on the events of the world. Anyways, ancient Rome. Barbershops offered nail trimming and shaping for wealthy patrons. Men and women used yak, a varnish-like substance produced by the yak insect, as well as sheep blood mixed with fat to color their nails. Ew. I forgot about that. The Middle Ages. I actually am curious about how they did this. The European upper class kept their nails trimmed short and but with suede leather. How did they keep it trimmed short? Is my question. This mouth preaches the gospel of Christ along with some other stuff. Mr. John, that's what this mouth does. It preaches the gospel of God. Anyways, going to ancient Inca. Incan tribespeople used sharpened wood sticks and natural dyes to decorate their nails, often with symbols of eagles or sun gods. The Renaissance. In the Renaissance, most Europeans avoided colored nail cosmetics. However, wealthy citizens wealthy citizens still manicured their nails. Archaeological digs have discovered nail cleansers, some doubling as ear scoops, made of bone or metal in a wide variety of designs. Interesting. I know you say that's funny. The Victorian Age. During the reign of Queen Victoria of England, nails were short, clean, and natural, or tinted with red scented oil, and buffed with the camel's cloth. Then, in the 1870s, the first commercial nail shop or nail salons opened in Paris. And in 1878, Mary E. Cobb opened the first American nail care salon, Miss Praise Manicure, in New York City. That's really interesting. Like, you wouldn't think doing nails is so embedded in history, but it is. To continue, going into the 20th century, in the 1900s through 1919, the California Perfume Company, now the Avon Company, marketed the manicuring set, which included nail bleach and rose pomade nail tint. Q-Tex released clear and rose-tinted liquid nail polish. Ornate nail care implements were made of tempered steel and decorated with coveted materials such as ivory, ebony, or gemstones. In the 1920s, the moon manicure, which left the lunula, I got nail stuff on, the little white circle on your nail, like the half moon. So, oh my goodness! Wow, that's a bad joke. Anyways, that became popular Q-Tex introduced the first acetone-based nail polish remover. Acetone is... Where did I put it? I think I found it. This stuff. This liquid inside is pure acetone. I'm gonna admit something. Having stuff from my business on my desk makes it very cluttered. Anyways, manicures repaired nail breaks using shredded strips of tea bag. Which you can't do that. You can take tea bags, tap it on, put some glue, and then put on activator, and there you go. Inspired by new advances in automobile paint, makeup artist Michelle Menard partnered with Charles Revson, a founder of Revlon, to develop the first modern nail polish using pigments rather than dyes. The Moon Manicure, now with sharp pointed tips, was popular among fashion-forward women. With the advent of the Great Depression, nail polish became desirable as an affordable luxury. In the 1940s, the weekly manicure, using the same basic techniques that are practiced today, was popular and affordable. Blockbuster movies were often filmed in color, with actresses' nail color sparkling new nail trends, including the Half Moon manicure. Only the Lunala is left bare and fully painted, wearing longer nails with oval or almond-shaped tips. Oh, that's nice. Wearing matching nail polish and lipstick shades became a strong fashion statement. In the 1950s, Rita Hayworth made long red nails the most enduring color of the decade. The weekly manicure appointment continued in popularity for the first half of the decade, and then declined in favor of at-home care. Juliette Margulis introduced the Juliette Wrap, a natural nail enhancement service that wrapped the top third of the nail with a fiber-like paper for strength and durability. I have worked with that. It is very tricky. Gotta keep the activator away from the little glue thing, otherwise it will, get ruined. Dr. Fred Slack tore his thumbnail while working in his dental lab and created an impromptu fix with foil and acrylic material. It looked so realistic that Slack, along with his brother Tom, founded the first acrylic nail company, Patty Nails. The Slack's family business is now known as NCI Nails. Hi, Mia. We're going through nail history. It's kind of interesting. You know what? I might do some nail painting for you guys. I have a glove I can practice on. A nice thick glove. I could just glue on a tip and do some practicing. Would you want to see that? I'll do that once I finish through the history. I'm almost through. In the 1960s, a color television set became a household staple, making musicians put their nails on full display as they gripped the microphone. The new nail trendsetters. Detached nail tips were reaffixed with model airplane glue and reinforced with thin strands of cotton and permanent wave papers. Frosted pastel polish colors were extremely popular. The second half of the decade introduced flower tile nail art using oil or acrylic paints. Welcome back, Claire. We're going over nail history. In the 1970s, nail technicians offered the first monomer liquid and polymer powder nail services. I actually got new acrylic powder that I want to try, but the monomer stinks, so I'm going to have to wait to do it until I can do it outside. But I will grab my nail stuff so I can show you guys. So, this is bead clear acrylic powder. It's just so I can see what I'm doing on underneath. I love how you make all of us feel welcome. I'm glad. I love having everybody be able to come and be respected. I bought nail tips, which I will show you guys how to work with these. I bought striper brushes. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll practice my French tip, because I need to practice that. I got lint-free wipes in the shape of a heart. I love it. I got this thing to like put polish on. It was $1. I also got embellishments. Basically, you would put this on, then you put clear polish on over it, and it would be in the nail. I also had gotten glue. Must be in the other bag. So I would need to go find that before I can do the nails. I love nails so much, you guys. It's probably one of my favorite things to do. It's such a shame, though, that without having like a place to do it at, that it can end up being pounded. Whew. I almost lost my brush-on nail glue, which is this tiny little container. Whew. Which costed me $3. Hey, good job. Thank you. Anyways, with having like the idea of having my own little business, it ended up being like I have to do 50 hours of work to make decent money with it, with my idea for the business starting out with having less clientele. My family. Now, I wouldn't be against that, but you might want to send 2 invitations, because if I do go to that, I will bring my man with me, because I don't feel entirely comfortable going to meet up with people online unless my man is there. Anyways, so if you ever say, I want to practice doing nails, no. Okay. Anyways, the thing you want to do is fill up a glove, probably a reusable kitchen glove. Say no. Okay, no. Fill up a reusable glove with something like flour or sugar. Then you would take, we're gonna go with a bigger tip so I can practice my French. I'm actually going to slide it down so you can see what I'm doing. So then, with this tip, I'm going to want to glue this back end and then stick it on the nail. And you only need like a thin little layer of it. Then you stick it onto the glove, press down. It's a little off-centered, but so are regular nails. And there you go. You'll be back in 1 minute. Okay, bye. I am going to do gel polish since that'll be quickest to like practice French with. So I will be right back. tech school bag, if you can see in the mirror, like this huge bag. Welcome back. This is my nail tech bag for my school, because I am in nail tech school. I need to plug this in. Do you guys ever sing randomly? Because I do. I love singing. So I have the UV lamp, which when you stick it under, it is bright. And I also will need tip cutter so I can cut the singing. So it's like, apparently when I was a child, I was singing a lot too. It was really interesting. I would sing a lot, but I couldn't hear anything, because I didn't get my hearing aids until after I had my first ear reconstruction surgery. Little fun fact about me, my ears when I was born, they were like crumbled up like this. So when I was a baby, I had a surgery that made my ear flat like this. So then when I had hearing aids, it would rest on here, and I'd have tape on it. My singing is trash. I thought my singing was trash too, but then I practiced and practiced and practiced. Anyways, to continue, my ear was flat like this for years until I was 15 years old. Then I had a surgery that caused my ear to be like, this is the best accurate thing of it. I have stitches like right in here, keeping my ear up. That's actually how they are now. And because of that surgery, I can actually show you. If you look at this ear mold, most ears do not curve up like this. It's like really hard to see on here, I know. Most ears do not curve up like that in the ear mold. But yet mine has to because of the surgery. And they're actually differently shaped because of it. So, that's some fun facts about me. So, I got this little thing from Five Below, and it's falling apart. No offense to Five Below, but like, it's working, but it falls apart. Anyways, we're just gonna slide this to right here, and I'm going to slide it down so you guys can see a little bit of what I'm doing. And I'll go a bit at an angle. So this is a tip cutter. Gonna want to slide the tip in that you glued onto your hand for practice. And then cut. And then the best thing for tips is it a glove? Yeah, it's glove with sugar in it. I've already practiced before. This is my flower petal thing I did with acrylic. Anyways, if you're using tips on somebody, use not an emery board, a zebra file, because that is a little bit coarser. But do not use one for the natural nail, because it kind of is too rough for it. So, what nail shape do you think I should do? I'll have you guys slide up for a second. Should I do, is my book still around here? It is. I can pull up nail shapes for you guys. Ew, I forgot this has diseases. This has nails and skin. Has some gross pictures. I forgot about that. just trying to find the nail shapes. Here we are. We got square, scoval, round, oval, and pointed. I can also do almond, which is like kind of pointed but also rounded. I can do stiletto, which is the long skinny point. I could also do coffin or ballet shoe, where it's like kind of curved and then it's flat at the end. I can also do lipstick, which is like a diagonal one. There's a lot of different ones I know how to do. You want it to be a pointed one? Do you want it more almondy shape? Oh, I don't know. I start with almondy shape because I can always adjust it from there. And if you say I don't like it, then we can go with a one in there. Actually, I'll go with that other one. Trying to figure out how it can be. So you're supposed to hold it like this to get the sidewells. But to keep it on there so you don't accidentally pop the nail off. I'm sorry for it bouncing. I'm holding on top of the nail. I know you do good at this. Thank you. The big thing, I'm like good with shaping and polish application, but not so much French. I've only done it like twice. So one thing you want to do with this is the nail is tilted, so when you're shaping the nail, make it be in line to where the flat edge is rather than the nail. That's one thing I had learned. And you always want to hold it from the bottom. That way you can have greater control, because imagine trying to file like this and then they go whoop, whereas this you can grip from the top easily and hold it down. I think this might be too short to do that one nail. It would be like a kitty claw. So I can do a coffin, which would be the closest thing to that. Or I can do tip on a tip application. The other thing is, when you're filing the sides, it's better to go like at a diagonal underneath so you get the C curve file down, which is like the curve of the nail. This is a great way to practice things like acrylic polish or designs. That way you're not having to worry about messing up what a person wants. just like filling up a glove for random person, filling up a reusable glove with sand, sugar, flour. You seem like an animal lover. What gave that away? Also, I will show you my room in just a second. I'm gonna grab a different file. I do see it. Because that one feels kind of soft. This one will file much faster. Oh yeah, that file's so much better. Look at how much better that files. Well, it did look like we get pointed. The nail is a little tilted on the thingy. I'll turn on this light so you can see a little better. So, after you do this, you're going to want to file on top to remove the shine. Typically, you would use a buffer. But this side has a buffing side, to which I'm just going lightly on it. And then you're going to want to take a lint-free wipe dab it in some alcohol, which I have alcohol right here. Who's watching? Would you mind saying hi in the chat? And then you're going to clean the nail with the alcohol. And for Claire, I am totally not an animal lover. Totally. So now that we filed and cleansed, we actually did get a point. I will have we're gonna go Easter vibes. I'm gonna do a blue base and a pink top. And what I'm thinking we're gonna do, yeah, definitely not. So what we're gonna do is blue base, we're gonna cure it so it hardens, which basically means putting it in the lamp. And then we will practice French with the pink. And then you guys will be able to see it just a little better. So what I'm doing is I'm making sure there's a light layer of polish. I'm going to teach you guys the best way to apply polish. Start right underneath, then push forward and bring it back. That way you don't flood the cuticle, which with gel can cause peeling. Then we are going to put it in the lamp. And while that's ticking down, I am going to grab my striper brush, my brand new striper brush at that. Which is the long, thin brush right here. And we're gonna grab the triangle thingy once I find it. If not, I can just stick it on something else. I misplace things so often. Do you guys struggle with that? What's your favorite animal? Well, you saw 2 posters of cats. Does that give a hint? There's a cat right here too. Favorite animes to do. I almost dropped. Ooh, I can smell it curing. Almost smells like sugar cooking. Nope, that's just the thingy getting hot. So now we can touch it and it won't get ruined. I have no clue where I put my triangle thingy. my $1, my very expensive $1 item is in the bag. That is hilarious. This triangle thingy. And then, I don't know where I put the blue polish either. Wow. I'm very quick to misplace things. I will find it when I clean up from all this. Found it. I'm going to put the blue polish away for now. And then bring it back down. And I'm just gonna get the edge of this real quick to see me that work. I'm trying to do it with the striper. Now the best way to practice different styles with stuff, found you again, hi, is with a striper brush. We did end up getting a point with it, and now I'm practicing my French. So I'm gonna take it from where I started filing. I'm gonna make it a V. I'm gonna also zoom in a little so you can see the nail a little better. Did not mean for my phone to drop. There we go. So here's what it kind of looks like so far. I'm still working on it. Sorry for being quiet. I'm in hyper focus mode. As you can see, this is really, really delicate. Welcome back. I feel the same way, Claire. Oh my goodness, wow. Bye, Claire. I'm just gonna touch it up just a little bit more to make sure it's a nice clean edge. But I think I got it. And then I'm going to do one more thing with it. And that is practice putting an embellishment on. So that'll be cool. For that, I'm gonna get shiny top coat. We'll go just a little longer. And while that's going, I'm actually gonna take my lint-free wipe, and I see 4 people's watching me work on practicing nails. And in doing this, I'm gonna be able to clean this brush. There we go. And it fell to the ground. You're a pro. I mean, I would hope so. I am in nail tech school. But that was only my 3rd time working on it. And admittedly, it's been a little while since I had done French tip. I was trying to find the lid and I couldn't find it. Thought I misplaced it. I misplaced like 5 different things in this stream. Then found it like a second later. So, this is the nail. And I'll do like a full 360 look. That's not so bad for a French. Ooh. Why do their boyfriend not have money? Why am I doing nails? Because I love doing nails. It's a passion of mine. So, for the embellishment, I keep knocking things over. Running a business while doing school is so hard. I got business stuff on my desk and on my bookshelf. For those who don't know, I do a business with where I make healthy sugar scrubs and I sell it. I actually have the link to the website on my page. There's a $5 delivery fee and no discount code will apply to that. So for this, this is the sticker to put on it. I'm thinking putting this yellow and green one. Everybody don't have to go by. Bye! Have a good night! Just yellow and green embellishment. Once I get this open. First time doing this stuff, so I've never touched embellishments before today, which is really interesting. I think someone's upset I have a boyfriend, but is trying not to show it that much. Let's do work. Yeah, see, Pro Max is upset that I said no. And I have a man. That's my guess. Oh, struggling so much. It's just a little bit thing. So I'm gonna want something like this for it to hold on and work. Pro Max, do you have a job? How much do you make? Do you make over $80,000 a year? Because that's how much you're gonna need to sustain 2 people in my state. You want to know what kind of job does $80,000 a year? A job that requires like a bachelor's degree. Do you want to know how old I am? I am 20. A bachelor's degree would be 4 years. So if I were seeking a bachelor's degree, I wouldn't even have it for 2 years. Keep that in mind. And if you're not making 80K, then I'll block you. Okay. Wow. That's funny. These are cute. I'm actually, ooh, I love these. So what I'm going to do now is apply a top coat. Honestly, this looks really cute. That's funny. So now I'm going to cure it once more, and then I'll be done, and I'll show you guys the finish. This was only my 3rd time doing French, and I think I greatly improved. It's also my 1st time doing an embellishment, which I am really happy that it came out this lovely. Wonderful color choices. I love doing nails. My nose is kind of stuffy. These are actually really cute. Here's a jar. Pretty much. I was just flattening it out. But look at the finished nail. Isn't that so pretty? I love it. Wow. I mean, you can feel the embellishment, which I don't know if I'm a huge fan of, but I think it looks pretty. The 2 people who are watching because I see you watching. Do you think that this nail right here looks beautiful? Because I did this today. I can't believe, like, that turned out as good as it did. My room kind of smells like cooked rubber, which is not a pleasant smell. But I got some practice in, and it looks beautiful. Anyways, I think I'm going to end things here. Thank you guys so much for talking tonight.